Yo guys, what's going on? Vanish here. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on basically just how to do the replay glitch in GTA 5 online. This is going to get you about 1.8 million every time you do it, and unfortunately you will need a friend for this, as you can see. So basically what you need to do is, if you want to be the one getting the money, you go into a heist. Your friend hosts the heist, and then you go into the heist with them, and they give you 85% of the cut. So as you can see here, me and my friend have gone into this heist. He's given me 85% of the cut because he's hosting. Essentially what this is basically you get the 85% and they won't get the 15%, which is basically why they give you the max amount you can have. Also, to do this glitch we use the gold every time glitch, which if you want to see a tutorial on that, then I'm happy to do so. It's so easy, you just get gold every time, which is really good, which is how we did this. Also in this glitch we are going to be using the basically the gold duplication glitch, and if you want to know how to do that, I'll run you through it basically in this glitch. So as you can tell, we're just doing the heist as normal, the big con. Also throughout this I will show you some little tips and tricks on basically how to do the big con a lot quicker, a lot easier. We unfortunately didn't do the elite challenge in this because we had the sawmill spawn for the buyer location. So they were quite far away, and also we didn't get the helicopter, which is basically the essential thing for the elite challenge. So as you can see, we're just driving up, and by the way, they did try to patch the shortcut. However, as you can see, I still do it here. I mean, I mess it up a bit at first, I'm not gonna lie, but see, I go into a tree and then basically you can still do it if you just hug this wall and you go through the little gap. That's basically how you do that. They tried to patch it because it took about 10 to 15 seconds off your time, it's not massive, but it can be big if you're going for an elite challenge. So they tried to patch it by putting the rocks there, but they didn't do a great job of that. But also, I'm not sure if these glitches will be patched anytime soon. I mean, I imagine they will be, but due to the fact that I know the gold duplication glitch has been around for quite a while, they definitely can't, they haven't been able to patch that. There's been a couple of different methods, and they have managed to patch some of the methods, but they haven't patched this one, and like I said, it's been out for a while, so I'm not sure that they will patch it. So like I said, just if you want to see the gold every time glitch, or even a full tutorial on how to do the gold duplication glitch, then please let me know down below in the comments. That would just help. Also smash a like on this video and subscribe if you're new for more GTA content, and especially more glitches, because like I said, this is a great glitch, and me and my friend, we figured out. So basically it takes about 20 minutes to do a heist, roughly. I mean, it can be a lot quicker than that, it could be about 18, 15, whatever, but it takes about 20 minutes to do one heist. Therefore you make 1.8 million per heist. So it's about, but let's call it 2 mil, about 2 mil every 20 minutes. It's about 6 mil an hour, which is good, definitely. But obviously me and my friend here, we were alternating, so he was hosting this one here, after this I hosted one for him, then it would just go back and forth like that. We did that for about 4 hours over 2 days, and we both got about 12 mil. So it's definitely a great glitch. I would definitely recommend doing it, and obviously if you don't have a friend to do this with, I'm sure there's lots of like forums or Discord pages, Discord servers and stuff like that you can use to basically just go out and find yourself someone to do this glitch with. I'm sure anyone will be willing to do this because it's a glitch that gets you a lot of money. And yeah, like I said, this is a lot easier on Xbox than it is for PS4. Unfortunately, I don't have a PS4, and so I don't actually know how to do it on PS4. But I'm sure there's definitely a way to do it. I can try find out for you guys, and I'll post an updated video just showing you a way how to do it in PS4. But you might already know how to do it in PS4 if you know basically the rough idea of what I'm doing. Then you might be able to know. Sorry, might be able to know. You might know how to do that in PS4. So that's basically just a little warning, really. If you don't really know much about PS4, then you probably won't be able to do this in PS4. So I do apologise for that. So yeah, as you can see, we're in the vault basically. Well then. So I duplicated this here, as you can tell. Yeah, you just go into each one, take one off, and then just go to the next. Really, it's pretty simple. Yeah, that's literally it. So we duplicate the goal. We got 2.875 mil, I think, and then with that, your partner will take. If they have 15%, your partner will take 300k. Then if you use you can use whichever hacker and stuff you want. We used Page as a hacker, and then we just used the two normal 5% getaway, 5% gunman, and that would take about 600k. So it's about, you lose about 900k maybe, due to well, let's call it a mil. You lose about a mil to your friend and your the people you hire, basically. So that's basically why it goes from 2.8 mil to 1.8. But as you can see, sometimes it glitches out, so certain gold carts will look like you've duplicated them when you actually haven't. But that's what happened there. So if you were wondering, oh, he's duplicate 2, then and obviously you can do a lot more. I was the one duplicating in this, so I duplicate the gold, whereas my friend actually didn't. So this is when one person duplicates. However, I know 2 people can duplicate gold. It's just that we were having struggles doing it. It was glitching out a lot of the time, and we weren't able to get on carts after we tried to duplicate them. So we decided not to do it. I'd duplicate 2 carts, and that was it, A and B, as you can see in the footage. We also, you're probably thinking 2.8 mil with duplicating is quite low, but we also left 2 carts. There was 2 carts that we just weren't able to get, and as you can see, you will be able to see at the end of this, basically I was going to go to whatever it is. I think is it H? I think it is. Anyway, I was going to go to it. No, it's F. Sorry, I was going to go to F in this, but I decided not to in the end because I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk being on the car and then not being able to get it. I think I would have been able to get it. It's just that when you do it with gold, it's extremely difficult to basically it's extremely difficult to, obviously you can't jump, you're slower, so I didn't want to risk not being able to get out because I'm a lot slower. But also, I don't know if you noticed, I forgot to mention, but on the way down, when you come in the elevator, once you get out the elevator, if you actually swipe the keycard before you even go anywhere near the vault, it actually opens when you come out the vault. So that's, in this footage, you'll be able to see that we didn't need to swipe the keycard to the door, because basically we'd already done it. So that's basically what I would recommend doing. It's a lot easier. It helps with the whole speed of it. It's just a lot quicker. So yeah, that's basically what we did. Also, obviously, you can do this with other things other than gold. You can do it with paintings, you can do it with gold. The replay side of it still works. Obviously, the duplication doesn't work with money. I've tried it; it doesn't work. And obviously, if you want to do it with gold, which is obviously recommended because it's a lot, you get a lot more money for it. Then I will I will bring out a video on how to get gold every time. To be honest, you don't really need to get gold every time, because once you've done this, once you've got gold once, you can just do what we do here, the replay glitch, where you don't have to do any preps or setups ever again, and you'll never have to do any vault contents missions. So once you get gold, you've got gold, you know. So like I said, we've done this, I'd say we probably did it about 6 times each. I say we did this 12 times, and we never had to do a prep at all. Well, we did, obviously, to get to where the point where we could do these. As you can see in the video as well, we didn't do dug-in shipments because you really don't need to for this. As you can see, my friend just knocks them out, that's it. Also, I would like to quickly mention the updated thing that they've done, where you can no longer come out of the stairway and go straight to your right. It's a bit annoying, however, it's not too bad, because once you knock out that first guy that you saw us do earlier, and then you can basically just run through the camera doesn't actually see you, and then you can knock out the second guy, then go into here, change outfits, and then that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's simple. Yeah. Also, another update that they've done is they've made it sort of a bit weird, really. So before you could just avoid the sight of the noose, like the noose people. However, now when you try to avoid them, they actually get suspicious of you. Like, they become a bit suspicious of you, and they start shooting you, and you lose money for it. So what we did right here, as you can see, is we literally just ran straight in their vision, because that way I know Leicester does say to stay out their vision, but I think they haven't actually updated what Leicester says, because this was before they made the update where the update where they put the rocks in. They've changed the layout of where you can go in the actual casino, and then they've put this van here, as you can see. That's because there was a glitch where you could jump over the fence in the vehicles when they spawned at the bottom. So when they put that in, basically it changes how you get spotted. So now you get spotted when you're not in their vision rather than when you are. It's kind of weird. So as you can see, we just ran straight past them in their vision, and that was just a big help. And obviously I would recommend jumping over this fence at the very corner, because sometimes you fall and you lose cash because of it. Also, basically the biggest part of this, I would say, is the way of losing the cops. So as you can see right here, we get this pedestrian vehicle, because it's a lot quicker than going to the actual getaway vehicles. We get in and we drive into the sewers, which I would definitely recommend. It's such an easy way of losing the cops. You literally drive down here. We landed on our head, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, on the bonnet. Sorry, on the roof. Sorry. And then we just go into the sewers, basically. Yeah. Nothing else I could recommend. Also, I would like to say, when you're in the sewers, just watch out for the little green generators, because a few weeks ago, well, like 2 weeks ago, we finished the heist, and I was driving one of the vehicles down the sewers, and I drove into a green generator without noticing it was there, and it blew up, and we had to restart from basically the point where you get out onto the racetrack. And another thing I would recommend is always take a car, because I was also driving down the freeway on a motorcycle, and I tried to change the radio station, and I drove into a sort of like a bollard type thing, and I flew off the bike and died, and we had to do it all the way from the racetrack, and we were literally like, I would say like 0.5 miles from the buyer as well, so my teammates were not too happy. And then obviously the ramp that you go up here, just be careful you don't mess it up and then you can't go back up, because it's a bit annoying. Obviously you can go back down the tunnel the way you came, but it's just a bit annoying. So like, there's a green generator on the left, so just be careful of that. And there's some more. Sorry about the wind, guys. It's very, very, very windy right now. There's nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, also don't hit any pedestrians that are down here, like the workers that work in the sewers, because if you hit them you might get the cops back on you. Yeah, so just be careful. I think this time, oh no, never mind, my bad. It must have been another heist. I've done so many of these because you can just keep doing them. But yeah, basically I just skipped here. We're in the bias. So basically what you do is your friend, he goes into his settings, I'll show you in a sec, and he goes, and as soon as you hit into that cutscene, like you saw, I said to him, go, and then that's when he clicks the go offline button, so then his internet cuts out, but luckily we were in a Snapchat call, so he didn't lose the party, and as you can see here, his name doesn't pop up. That's when you know it's definitely worked, but sometimes his name will pop up, but it doesn't really matter, because it will work, and then once he's clicked offline, he can wait 5 seconds, then come back straight back online. And see, I get 1.8 million here. He unfortunately doesn't get any money, but obviously, like I said, we alternated. So next heist, he got 1.8 mil. So it's a really good method of getting that money. I got the RP here. It's just good. As you can see, sometimes this alert message will pop up. Doesn't mean anything. It'll just load you back into story mode, then you load into a session, you'll have the money, the loading screen will come up saying, oh, you've earned 85%, your friend's earned 15%, Lester's got that one. And as you can see here, I'm just showing you what you need to do. So basically, you go into your settings, he would hover over go offline, and then when I say go, when we go straight into that cutscene, he'd click it, it'd say go online, and then you can go online 5 seconds later. And also here, I just wanted to show you that, as you can see, I've got 11 mil in the top right, and basically this was just after, not the heist that we just done, this was after the heist that I hosted. I did that, I went offline, came back online, and I can do the heist again.